If you are seekers, you should learn this sloka and recite it at least 1000 times. Then your sadhana becomes intensified and true. Pratyak Brahma Vichara Purvam. Pratyak means the inmost presence, the I. Brahma means the everywhere presence. Now think about both, the presence inside me and the presence throughout. Pratyak Brahma Vichara Purvam. Go on reflecting upon Ekatva Bodhadvina. You try to understand what I refer to as breath and what I refer to as air or wind. Both are the same. Pratyak Brahma Vichara Purvam Ubhayore Ekatva Bodhadvina. Until you are able to arrive at this kind of a recognition, cognition. I don't like to use the word conviction. You hear about it from a guru. Later on you start thinking about it. The thinking becomes yours, irresistible, and it becomes heated, as it was in the case of Ramakrishna Dev, whereby he took the sword and was about to cut his neck. It became heated. Ubhayore gatva bodhadvina kaivalyam purushasya siddhyadi. For the human, kaivalya or moksha will never happen, will never occur until you realize that these are two. Parabrahmatmata lakshanam. What is this kaivalya? Whatever I refer to as the I, that inmost presence itself is the supreme reality. It is not different. It is this recognition, realization or experience that goes by the term moksha. And he says, Nasnanairapi kirtanairapi japaihi no krichrajamdrayanaihi. All these are different types of rituals, starting from snana, getting up early in the morning and have a dip or a wash. Nasnanaihi api kirtanaihi. Kirtana, you know. Api japaihi. No krichrajamdrayanaihi. These are Vedic rituals to be performed by the ritualist, Krichra and Chandrayana. No vahapya adhvara yaga yajna dana nigamaihi. Yajnas, dana, giving gifts, nigamaihi, study of the scriptures. No vahapya adhvara yajna dana nigamaihi. No mantratantrairapi. No mantratantrairapi. By chanting mantra, tantra, gesticulations, by none of these, you will be able to have moksha. See, when I read it and when I learned it, I used to chant. If you say, Swamiji, do you perform in a ritual? Yes. I perform the ritual of chanting, if at all. Reciting. That is also, I put the whole of my mind into it. Pratyak Brahma Vichara Purvam Ubhayore Gatva Bodhadvina Kaivalyam Purushasya Siddhyati Parabrahmatmata Lakshanam. Nasnanairapi kirtanairapi japaihi. No krichrajamdrayanaihi. No vapyadhvara yajna dana nigamaihi. No mantratantrairapi. This is how I used to chant. I must have the health to do it. My throat also should facilitate. Chant कीजिए ना, इससे अधिक क्या रिचुअल है? प्रत्यग ब्रह्म विचार पूर्वमुभयोरे घत्व बोधाद्विना कैवल्यं पुरुषस्य सिद्ध्यति परब्रह्मात्मता लक्षणम् न स्नानैरपि कीर्तनैरपि जपैः नो कृच्छ्रचान्द्रायणैः नो वाप्यध्वरयज्ञदाननिगमैः नो मन्त्रतन्त्रैरपि. Do you think that it is an exercise? I don't have to do any pranayama because pranayama is involved in this. You don't understand. Without pranayama, you cannot chant it. Pratyak Brahma Vichara Purvam Ubhayore Gatva Bodhatvina. How much of breath should be there? Kaivalyam Purushasya Siddhyati Parabrahma Atmata Lakshanam. That is why these Vedic people, they don't require any other exercise. The pranayama, it has become a fashion. So this portion is very important. If you are seekers, have your right focus, right focus. Always question yourself, question yourself. The day has passed. Have I become purer? Did I do any stealth? Was I harsh? Have I done a harm? Examine, examine. Keep a notebook if you want. Every day should be a day of enrichment, greater ennoblement, greater sublimation, greater understanding. Be more and more amiable, lovable. Feel for the world. Feel for all creatures in this world. Sarva bhuta hite rataha. Be interested in the welfare of all creatures in this world. Never be selfish. Never be self-centered. You are carrying the center of the whole universe in your heart. The entire universe is a circumference. It is an unbounded sphere. But the center is in your heart, understand it. Take Srimad Bhagavatam and start reading it. If you don't have money, read Bhagavatam. If you are sick, read Bhagavatam. When I ask you to read Bhagavatam, there are a number of stories, there are a number of conversations, a number of descriptions. What do you think of the little Prahlada, the little Dhruva? Your mothers become a Sunidhi. The manner in which the mother sent the little boy, 5-year-old boy, my dear boy, you are a prince of this palace, but you will not get the honor and recognition of a prince in this palace. Even I don't get the recognition of a queen. Your father does not like to call me or think of me as a queen. I am given the treatment of a maid servant. So you cannot have peace and prestige in this palace. My dear son, go to Madhuvanam, the huge forest. She sent her son, 5-year-old son. You also are mothers. When the school bus does not come and drop your child, you start telephoning 100 times. 5 minutes to late ho gaya. Here is a mother who says, go my dear son, alone you go. Sit in Madhuvanam. The power and person who protects you in the womb alone will protect you outside. There is no other source. Sarakshita, rakshati, yo hi garbhe. Boliye. Sarakshita, rakshati, yo hi garbhe. When the child was in the womb, who protected? The father or the mother? The doctor? The nurse? Sarakshita. There is only one protector in this world. Rakshati yo hi garbhe. Who protects you in the mother's womb. The whole world is a Kridanaka for the Supreme Lord. The entire world. You refer to Maoism or any other ism. Election or non-election. The whole thing is a khel kood hai. Bhagwan ki haath mein. Bhagwan ke haath mein. Read this Srimad Bhagavatam. There will be no poverty. You know, we have got a right to live here with prestige, with minimum things that are necessary to carry on our life. You can demand it from God. Dasharatha married 3 times, and all the 3 were not able to give a son, a prince for him. Though Kausalya delivered Shanta, a girl, he gave that girl in adoption, the greatest that a person can do in life. In spite of it, he did not have a child. So the world, the visible world could not help him. He did not lose his faith. He said, when the visible world fails me, I will look into the invisible hands. So he called Vasishtadeva and said, I propose to do an Ashwamedha Yaga. What do you say? Yes, very good. He performed an Ashwamedha Yaga and he got 4 children. Bah! बोलिए ना, इसका अर्थ क्या है? Can you doubt Ramayana written by somebody? Because the book is before you. And who has written it? Somebody like you has written. And why should he write? Because it was his experience. See, you believe in Drishya, I have no objection. But the Drishya itself is deriving its existence from the Drashta. सुनिए ना, सुनेंगे नहीं, सुनने पर भी विश्वास नहीं होगा. जो कुछ दृश्य है, दृश्य पहले है या दृष्टा पहले है? दृष्टा होने पर ही दृश्य हो सकता है. So the drashta is there first, then only drishya. Whatever powers and potentials are in the drishya, they are derived from the drashta. You tell me, the external hemisphere is bigger or the internal hemisphere which projects it, that is bigger. So are you not carrying a bigger world within you? Why don't you close your eyes and sit and have a peep into it? Srimad Bhagavata does it. Ramayana does it. Mahabharata does it. Does it? Does it? Get into the hands, be hugged by Srimad Bhagavatam. Hug it yourself and see what happens. All kinds of woes, miseries and afflictions. What? All afflictions. Tapatrayon moolanam. The threefold misery is completely wiped off by Srimad Bhagavatam. Wiped off, wiped off, wiped off. Completely. You have to engage your mind. Engage your mind. अब क्या करते हैं? Miserly to the core. 24 hours में 10 minutes. 24 hours में 10 minutes. क्या? कुछ 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 मुछ 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 मुछ. This is what you are doing. This is not involvement. You should involve your mind, involve your intelligence. Take the book, start reading it. Reading itself is an exertion. And reading it properly is another exertion, another exertion. You know, Srimad Bhagavatam, if it is to be fast read, it requires 35 hours fast reading. Vidyavatam Bhagavate Pariksha. Even for the scholarly people, it is a question paper, examination paper, the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. At the same time, Swadu Swadu Pade Pade, Swadu Swadu Dine Dine. It is very delicious and tasteful. Word after word, day after day, word after word, day after day. Every word is luminous. Every sound is delicious. Delicious, delicious. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yadvaishnavanam Priyam Yasmin Paramahamsya Megamamalam Jnanam Param Giyate Tatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sahidam Naishkarmyam Avishkritam Tachrinvan Vipathan Vicharana Paro Bhaktya Vimuchye Naraha. This is from the last portion of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam. For people, devotees, Vaishnavas, this is the most delicious, most beloved thing in this world. We don't want a Krishna, he is no more alive. We don't want Mahavishnu, he is an imaginary figure. And Brahman is imperceptible. What will you do with all of them? But here is at least a book which you can read, understand and merge into. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam. By reading Srimad Bhagavata, you will become pure, 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 pure and pure. Only purity, only purity. Let the dacoit read Srimad Bhagavatam. Let the Prime Minister and the President read Srimad Bhagavatam. You will find India becomes golden. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam Yasmin Paramahamsya Megam Amalam Jnanam Param Giyate. In which text? Paramahamsyam Amalam Jnanam Giyate. Srimad Bhagavata is singing beautifully, beautifully, melodiously, melodiously the supreme spiritual wisdom. Paramahamsyamegam amalam. The supreme wisdom which the Paramahamsas adore, cherish, nourish, radiate, articulate throughout their life. Jnanam param giyate. See, Srimad Bhagavata is singing the supreme wisdom. Tatra jnana viraga bhakti sahidam naishkarmyam avishkritam. Tatra, in that great book, jnana viraga bhakti sahidam. Samajhte hai na? Jnana, knowledge. Viraga, dispassion. Vairagya, bhakti, devotion. Jnana viraga bhakti sahidam naishkarmyam. This is the greatest attainment for spiritual and Vedantic people. Reach a state of fullness, abundance, completeness and finale. मुझे कुछ करने का नहीं, लेने का नहीं, भोगने का नहीं, छोड़ने का नहीं, मैं ही हूँ पूर्ण पूर्ण. See, this kind of a feeling of fullness, abundance, I call it psychological sufficiency. The inner opulence that you have. Naishkarmyama avishkritam. What should you do? This Srimad Bhagavata. Tachrinvan. You may not be able to read it. At least listen to it when it is read. Vipathan. Later on, get a book and start reading it. Vicharana paro. After that, you will start reflecting upon it. Some of the words, some of the phrases, some of the statements, some of the dialogues. Just imagine Sunidhi. That Sunidhi sends a 5-year-old son. Thoda sochiye na. How this mother sent that 5-year-old son, telling him the truth of the palace. Raj Mahal में तुम्हें कभी आदर नहीं मिलेगा बेटा, मुझे भी नहीं मिलती है, तुम जाओ, 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 खुशी से जाओ. एक ही भगवान है सभी की रक्षा करने के लिए. हम तुम्हारी रक्षा नहीं करूंगी, कर पाऊंगी. भगवान ही है रक्षक, रक्षक. तुम जाओ, जाओ, बता दिया. See, this is written by a human author. Can you doubt it? Was he not born of a mother? Was he not born of a father? How did he write? Balasya neha sharanam pitaro nrisimha. Srimad Bhagavata says, Balasya neha sharanam. This is actually said by Prahlada. Prahlada says, my dear Lord, for the children, parents are not the anchor and the refuge. You know how many days I thought of this. देख लीजिए ना, हम सीख रहे हैं क्या? क्या सीख रहे हैं हम सीख रहे हैं ओ बच्चों की रक्षा करने वाले पिता माता मात्र है वे ही है। और श्रीमद् भागवत का कहना क्या है? बालस्य नेह शरणम पितरौ नृसिंहा। He is praising Lord Narahari. For the born child, the parents are not the protectors. They are not the refuge. I am a son of my father, and my father has been trying to kill me left and right. He tried all the tricks he wanted to apply. Finally he failed. Nobody protected me, neither my mother nor my father. So I can declare at the top of my voice, Balasya neha sharanam pitarau nrisimha. For the children, parents are not the source of protection. Rewrite your mind, rewrite your knowledge, rewrite your devotion. Let the heart and the mind start yelling forth, दुनिया में और कोई कुछ नहीं है, भगवान मात्र है, एक ही उपस्थिति है, भगवान मात्र विराजमान है, दूसरा कोई नहीं नहीं नहीं. It is this feeling and fervor that produce miracles in this world when necessary. Prahlada was thrown in fire, thrown into water, dropped from high heights. Powerful snakes and cobras were made to bite him. Friends were asked to sit on both sides with huge daggers to be inserted into his abdomen. सब कुछ कोशिश की, सारा कुछ निष्फल हो गया. The father himself started saying, "Bah, मैंने जो कुछ किया सब कुछ निरर्थक हुआ. तब मेरा बालक बालक नहीं बाबा, वो बहुत बड़ा है, इसीलिए डरने लगा." The father who wanted to kill him became afraid. And what did the son do? कुछ नहीं किया बालक, उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया. ओह, चुप रहा. बस. This was the defense of Prahlada. And what was the offense of the father? Bah! Two ideologies. The sons, the fathers, they met, they confronted. One offended, the other did not defend. When the crisis was reached, with sword in his hand, he had already moved to behead his son. Right at that time, his attention was diverted. There was a huge sound from a pillar. Bah! So he turned aside. He was about to have cut the neck of the son. At that time the interference came in such a peculiar manner. Adrishyata atyadbhuta rupa mudvahan. Suddenly a fierce form was seen. Atyadbhutam, with a wonderful structure. Na mrigam, na manusham, neither a beast nor a human. Bah! This was the interference. Forget about the other part of it. Was it not written by a human being, you tell me? आपकी भाषा तो एक ही है. So can you doubt the author? Huh? If you cannot doubt the author, was he not a human? And was he writing nonsense? Huh? Huh? बोलिए ना. मानव हृदय की भाषा है. मनुष्य हृदय में जो चमकता है उसकी रचना है. This Srimad Bhagavata, go on reading. You may have the problem of poverty, therefore what? What is this poverty, you tell me? Lack of substances, lack of money, lack of resources from where? From this world. I have composed a verse. That was in Malayalam and Sanskrit. I don't remember because I composed it. I said, my dear Lord, you are the richest person in this world. Because all people in this world have become rich borrowing things from you. Either they have extracted materials from the earth, produced goods and sold, and human beings bought them and gave them the money. Or they did farming and agriculture on the earth, produced. इसका अर्थ क्या है? riches कहाँ से निकली? आप बोलिए ना मुझे. God नहीं, suddenly don't say. The riches were even currency notes, the paper and the ink. What are they? Are they their materials produced in their factory? It is all products of the earth. So the earth producer, is he not the greatest, richest person in this world? So मेरी दृष्टि में तुम ही हो सबसे बड़ा मालिक. So I am saying, for me you are the richest source. Therefore I keep you in my heart. When I keep you in my heart and I move about, for whatever little things I want for your glory, don't make me inefficient or insufficient. Suppose I become insufficient, whose is the blame and disrepute? Tell me, I said.